So first off, we're going to visit the Inter Milan team I've put together to kind of replicate the treble winning team in 2009-10. A good level of success here. Unfortunately, we didn't win a treble because we got knocked out in the semis of the Italian Cup, and Atletico Madrid completely lucked out against us in the Champions League. 2-0 down from the first leg. Look at the state of the second leg. I can't believe we didn't win that, but hey-ho. But the league was fantastic with 94 points, winning 30 out of 38, and the best stat about that was that we only conceded 16 times. That's the best I've done on this year's FM24, and add to that, we scored 100 times. So super solid and loads of goals. So I came up with a narrow formation based on this great video again from Football Made Simple. You can see the Serie A formations. I use that more than the 4-2-3-1 on the right hand side, which you're probably familiar with as the formation they used against Barcelona that night that they beat them. And from that I came up with this. Now for more information on how I got to this and the player roles, etc., check out the previous video I did on how to replicate real life team instructions. But this is how we came up with it. For example, this Thuram role here will drop a little bit deeper and wider to fulfill an Eto'o kind of role, and Dumfries will fulfill the Maicon role down the right hand side. But it's all explained in that previous video. Now all tactics are on the Patreon page for direct download, but all the play instructions will be on the end of the video. Important to note on this one as well, there is another version of an attack version purely for FM realms, so when you're struggling to break a team down, we get an extra wing back on attack in certain matches. Next we go to Jose's time at Real Madrid with a team that allowed him to get a little bit more attacking and expressive. Full transparency, this one was done via simulation, not something I normally do, but I'm going on holiday next week, so I was a bit short of time. However, I did play through using this tactic with Liverpool, which we'll get onto next. In the league, they only lost 3 times, but annoyingly drew 11. So if I was in charge of them, I'm pretty confident that I could change a lot of those draws into wins, but still 95 goals, only conceded 32. Pretty successful stuff. Here's a tactic there. We've got Jude Bellingham playing the Ozil role. Not ideal, but I wanted to get him higher up the pitch. And we've got Rodrigo as your Ronaldo. Benzema's there. Inverted winger on one side will be Di Maria. You can see some PIs making him stretch the pitch. Again, all play instructions will be on the end of the video. It's a pretty no-nonsense video, this one. Less time for editing, but I wanted to get a video out for you all. Mendy's going to be our Marcello. Complete wing back because he does like a roam now and again and playing some more direct football. Team instructions down the side there. Of course, you can mess with the mentality depending on your opposition. Slap it to attacking now and again to see a bit more carnage. But if you're struggling to break a team down, don't be scared to drop that tempo down so the players take a little bit more time on the ball to make better passing choices. As mentioned, this is the playthrough I did with Liverpool using that tactic, and they bloody enjoyed it. 6 goals there against Fulham, 6 goals there against Wolves. Go a little bit further down, 7 against Palace, a little bit further still, 10 against Burnley, just a casual 10. 5 away to Brighton. Honestly, there's just goals all over this formation and tactic. Liverpool just absolutely loved it. They're a great team in FM, but still, blimey. There's a 6 against Villa, which I took great pleasure in because for whatever reason, Aston Villa away are my absolute kryptonite on FM. The battered us there 4-0, despite us having a load of chances. They beat us in the Cup as well. There, same story. Really annoying. I can't beat Emery. But we can beat most other teams, such as Man City, where we give them a bit of a battering at Anfield and at the Etihad. So, nice. And there's the tactic with the players from Liverpool in it that we just saw. And they took to it like a duck to water. They loved it. 123 goals in the league for this one. Conceded 32. Only lost those 3 matches. Randomly, all away from home. Luton, of all teams, beat us. Arsenal and, obviously, the absolute disasters that are Aston Villa. And without doubt the hardest one to try and get going was the Chelsea one, where we go a little bit more pragmatic in certain matches, but you've also got to be attacking as well. Not a bad first game of the season, right? After that it was decent, but it was just some blips like that game against Forest. We got battered by Liverpool, standard. Great form, but I never felt like I quite 100% got it, but still pretty decent. Now in this one, it was more successful than I thought. We won the FA Cup, runners-up in the League Cup, and second in the league to Man City. Only losing 5. That's a bit of a result because this squad, I don't know if you've tried a Chelsea save before, but Jesus, they've got the most injury-prone squad I've ever seen. In fact, to help me out with this one, I even brought in, hilariously, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting from Bayern for about 200,000 because Chelsea have got no money either because they've spent it all on kids, bit of experience, and he ended up playing quite a lot. 9 times starts, 15 off the bench, that kind of sums it up. So here we are in the league. Now I will level with you. This is the one I've spent the least time on, so I'm going to have another go at it. So please, if you've got a good idea on what to do with it, let me know, because we conceded too many. Maybe I need to bring a few of the Inter Milan scenarios into this one to make it a bit more solid, but that's what we came up with for the Chelsea inspired Mourinho team. Obviously, you've got Jackson fulfilling the Drogba role. You've got 2 outside wingers, and they will swap position with each other. So Robin and Duff swapping position. I've decided to put the Lampard role there because I feel like he's almost a shadow striker in this Chelsea team. If you want to change it, pop him into there as a central midfield attack. That's probably a safe bet as well. There's Caicedo as the Makaleli role. I've gone for anchor like a lot of people do. Toyed with defensive midfielder. But the shape is what I'm happy with. And specifically the out of possession as well. Mid-block, but then getting aggressive once the block and the press is triggered. But silverware again for Chelsea, which is better than Poch's done, right? And again, there's an FM version of attacking where the advanced playmaker kind of comes into the Ida Gudjonsson role. When he came off the bench, Essien jumped out, he came in. Rather than putting him in there, I popped him there, but you can again experiment with that. But bear in mind, when I used that, it's probably where I conceded most goals. So not as super solid as a Jose team.